Salams and welcome. This is brain lesson number 33. In keeping with my philosophy of keeping everything simple, I'll just explain very briefly what is a brain cell. Don't worry too much about the structure. As what I mentioned, we are not worried about the anatomy, the physiology, the macroanatomy, the microanatomy. I want to show how to use the brain. Alhamdulillah. So please tell your children, your grandchildren, those who are studying at university, those who are running a business, no matter what age you are, you can be, from 5 years, from 3 years to 300 years, 99 years to 9 years, whatever your age is, everyone can benefit from knowing how to use the brain a bit better. All right. So this is brain lesson number 3. If you can look over here, for those who know biology, this is very basic, but those who know nothing about biology or the brain, look at the circle. This is the brain cell. The N stands for the nucleus. The nucleus is the engine of your brain cell. That makes the whole thing function. It's got all the coding inside there. Just think of it as your meter box in your house, your main DB board. If that DB board, if that light trips, everything goes dark. So this nucleus N in the middle refers to your light switch, your main light power. If that thing trips, you're in load shedding, you're in darkness. So the N is the nucleus, this is a cell. This blue part is called the axon. This is how one brain communicates with another brain, and at the end of that we have these things called synaptic plugs. And I will explain in detail how these communicate with one another. And these are called dendrites. Every brain cell has various things stretching out like this called dendrites. I want you to remember this word dendrites a lot, because that's going to determine how intelligent you can become. This dendrites is very, very important. The whole concept of dendrites is the difference between intelligence and non-intelligence, or a solid brain and a non-solid brain. The number of brain cells that you have, the number of brain cells is the same in everybody. It's about 100 billion brain cells, okay? 100 billion. In fact, when you're born, babies have more than that. Many of these die off until they come to about 100 billion. But what determines your intelligence is the number of connections each one has. Just think of a brain cell as your cell phone. Think of it as your cell phone. And when they examined Albert Einstein's brain, they found that the number of brain cells he had was just marginally higher than other people. It wasn't significantly higher. But they found that the difference was in the dendrites, and the difference was in the glial cells and the astrocytes, the supporting cells. So we need to investigate, researchers need to look into the nutrition of Albert Einstein to determine what was he eating to become so intelligent. There was something that he was doing that was different. But the main key here is the dendrites. So please remember the word called dendrites. What it just simply means, the more you read, the more dendrites you get. So if your brain cell is regarded as a cell phone, so a person who does not have much reading or does not have much life, there's two ways you can get life experiences also make you very intelligent. There's two types of intelligence. One intelligence you get from books. That's called academic intelligence. The other one, you don't have to even know books. You don't even have to read a book in your life. But you'll be so intelligent, that's called street smart. These are people, and in fact, the street smart people are more intelligent than people with books, because the street smart people, they interact with other people. They communicate with the community. They know who is a good person, who is not a good person. They'll be able to tell you, keep away from that person, because they are smart. They've tasted life. They don't have to read books to tell them who's a good person, who's not a good person. And these people are very intelligent. That is called being street smart. Okay? So there's two ways your dendrites can grow. From books, or from your life experience. Someone betrays you. Someone is bad. They robbed you in your business. They took your money away. They betrayed you. You want to get married to someone. They told you to go fly kite. Or you were married and they told you to go fly kite. So bitter lessons. That makes you a very tough person. That makes you mentally tough. So please remember this word dendrites is very important, and I will discuss this further in the next episode. Stay well.